Love bombing often occurs at the beginning of a relationship. This is an overwhelming display of affection, attention, and flattery designed to quickly gain trust and create intense emotional dependency. How to recognize it? Too much too soon. The relationship moves at an incredibly rapid pace. They declare love very early, talk about a shared future or soulmate connection within weeks, or push for commitment prematurely. Excessive compliments and gifts. You're showered with constant praise, expensive gifts, and grand gestures that feel over the top or disingenuous. Constant contact. They demand all of your time and attention, becoming upset if you have other commitments or want space. Idealization. They put you on a pedestal, claiming you're perfect or the one, often before genuinely knowing you. Ignoring boundaries. They may disregard your need for personal space or time, framing it as their intense affection. Why it's deceptive. Love bombing creates a false sense of intimacy and security, making you emotionally invested before the abuser reveals their true manipulative or controlling nature. It makes you overlook red flags in the initial stages. Triangulation. Bringing a third party into a two-person dynamic to manipulate one or both individuals. How it happens. Playing people against each other. They might tell you negative things about a mutual friend or family member, then tell that person negative things about you, creating conflict and making themselves appear as the good one or the confidant. Seeking validation from others. They might cite others' opinions to bolster their arguments or undermine yours. Everyone agrees with me. You're being unreasonable. Creating competition. They might subtly introduce a rival reel or imagine to make you feel insecure and work harder for their approval. Gossiping and spreading rumors. They actively engage in spreading misinformation to control perceptions and damage reputations. Impact. Triangulation isolates you, makes you doubt your perceptions of others, and prevents direct, honest communication. Projection. Attributing their own undesirable traits, feelings, or behaviors to you. How it happens. Accusing you of their actions. If they are cheating, they accuse you of being unfaithful. If they are dishonest, they accuse you of lying. Blaming you for their emotions. They might say, "You make me angry," instead of taking responsibility for their own anger issues. Criticizing you for their insecurities. They might constantly point out your flaws that are actually their own insecurities or weaknesses. The impact. Projection creates immense confusion and can lead you to internalize blame for things that are not your fault, severely damaging your self-esteem. Here is the last one. Withholding and the silent treatment. Withhold affection, communication, or information as a form of punishment or control. How it happens. Silent treatment. Ignoring you completely for extended periods, refusing to respond to texts, calls, or attempts at conversation. Withholding affection or intimacy, deliberately withdrawing physical or emotional closeness to manipulate you into compliance. Information control. Refusing to share important details about their life, finances, or activities that impact you or the relationship. The impact. This tactic creates anxiety, makes you feel unworthy, and forces you to earn back their attention or approval, giving them control. General red flags of deceptive patterns. Changes in behavior or speech. Sudden secretiveness, guarding their phone or devices. Changes in eye contact. Unusual speech patterns, hesitation, excessive detail, or vagueness. Lack of empathy, an inability or unwillingness to understand or share your feelings. Boundary violations. Consistently pushing past your stated boundaries and then denying they did so or blaming you. Feeling off or uneasy. Your gut instinct tells you something isn't right, even if you can't put your finger on it. Constant justification. They always have an elaborate excuse or justification for their questionable behavior, often blaming external factors or you. Isolation. They subtly or overtly try to separate you from your friends, family, or support network, making you more dependent on them. Recognizing these patterns is the first crucial step. Trusting your intuition, seeking external perspectives from trusted friends or therapists, and understanding that these behaviors are about control, not love, are vital for protecting yourself and eventually disengaging from unhealthy deceptive relationships. Thanks for watching.